Sirius XM presents Nipsey Hussle. Live and direct, New York City, man. I'm the boy Gray Rizzy right here, Shade 45.
What's poppin', man? It's Torae. You know me as the tour guy, Hip Hop Nation's own.
Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to get into some more of these questions, man, because they keep coming in. And Nipsey Hussle, I see you're very excited about these questions. We want to get them all answered. Isaiah J., why don't you go ahead and step to this microphone real quick, like it's a game show or something.
What's up, Nip? Thanks so much for being here, man.
Yes,
amazing
sir.
album, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it.
I recently watched a meeting with you and Gary V.
Yeah.
And, obviously Gary V sits down with, some of the best up-and-coming talent as well. And one of the main things I got from there is how business savvy you are. So I wanted to know, now with this album being out, what other, business ventures, are you currently engaged in and why?
Well, I got a clothing line, Marathon Clothing. That's what I got on. You know what I'm saying? We got a store also on the corner of Crenshaw and
I don't
Slauson.
see no extra large. You see extra large? You see your size?
Actually, I'm a medium, but
Right.
no, I didn't get
That's
that
why I
either.
just said your size.
Yeah,
'Cause
I didn't.
I don't know if you went to medium or nothing. I don't know what you went to.
Y'all give me the sizes and the address. I'm going to send it back. And don't trip. I got you. I got y'all, man. Y'all on camera a lot. That'll be good promo.
That's what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
Nip. Let's
yeah.
use this marketing,
Yeah,
Nip.
that part. Yeah, so we got the clothing line. We got the actual retail store. That's the Marathon store. We sell the clothes in there, but then also products, the whole catalog, my mixtape catalog, Proud to Pay copies. It's actually a smart store. It's one of the first smart stores in the world. So it's like content embedded into the actual products. Like I see you got a Slauson shirt on right there. Do we got the Marathon on the back? Yeah, so anybody got the Marathon app, if you download the app, you could take the app right now and put it to the back of his shirt and stream content off of his logo. You know what I'm saying? So that's that's it.
They're just gonna be running around with their phones behind them.
It's perks and privileges, homie. You gotta stay down. You feel me? So that's one of the things we really excited about. We also got we invested in two cryptocurrency companies. One is called Followcoin. The other is called Vest. Y'all can get online and research what those details about both of them is about. We recently opened up an inner city co-work space in the vein of WeWork.
Like WeWork?
For local entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? And we got I think 8 entrepreneurs that all have products in the tech space that are in the building with us. And we also have a science, technology, engineering, and math center on the second level for young kids to be able to get trained in the skill set that it takes to get into Silicon Valley.
I just want to ask everybody here in the audience, how many of y'all are familiar? First of all, anyone have kids in the audience? Okay, 1, 2, 3, all right. Are you familiar with the STEM program? Now, the fact that this man right here has invested his time and space for that, I think that's worth a round of applause.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank y'all.
Because that's the next level. That's how we're going to bridge the
You've
gap
always
to a lot
been
of these things.
Yeah.
Such a forward thinker. What was it about what you do and who you are that made you want to get involved with that, STEM program specifically, and just understanding how important it is for the next generation?
Well, truthfully, I was at the Laker game and I was sitting next to a person and we ain't really speak during the first couple quarters. I ain't know him. I ain't think he knew me. I was, with my people. He was with his people. And about second quarter, we took some shots, and that shit make you a little more friendly. Loosen up. He like, yeah, you Nip, right? Yeah, what's up, man? Cool. We start talking. He like, yeah, I'm a real estate developer and investor. I got a concept, and I want you to take a look at it. What you doing tomorrow? Can you come out of the office? So me and my homeboy pulled up to his office, and he had the blueprint for what became Vector 90 and Too Big to Fail, which is what I just described to y'all. His name Dave Gross. Mm-hmm. And dude come from the inner city of LA. His brother was, murdered recently, on gang shit. His other brother doing time. And he was just the one out of the 3 brothers that, went to New York and went to an Ivy League school, pursued finance, ended up on Wall Street. And then when he became, accumulated some resources, he wanted to come back to LA and build. So that was the vision he had. And, I partnered up with him. And, we opened the doors the day before the album dropped. So the album dropped February 16th, which was this past Friday, a couple days ago. We opened the Vector 90 Too Big to Fail Crenshaw District compound on February 15th. So it came to fruition the day before the album came out. And it's a documentary we getting to put out about it and everything. Some very powerful people involved. A dude by the name of Don Peebles. He one of the most successful black real estate developers in the world. He worth like $5 billion. He building a skyscraper in LA. He about to buy the SLS hotel. The not the SLS. They building the SLS, the Viceroy. Thank you, Brittany. You know what I'm saying?
Because we all looking for some room.
That's a strong team. See,
Yeah.
your team right there. You know what I mean? Right there with you.
Yeah, but dude, you know, his dad was a mechanic. He first generation. So that's a story everybody should educate themselves on. Don Peebles, you know what I mean? And you know, so it's a power team involved. It ain't just me. I play one of the roles in it.
All right. I want y'all to also understand the common denominator. Nipsey and his team is doing their homework. We can't just always expect shit to fall in our lap. You got to do your homework.
100%.
Jasmine, we got a question from Jasmine.
Don't be nervous,
There
Jazz.
go
You in the front row. Don't be
Hey,
nervous. We
Jasmine.
already been looking at you
Your
all
red
night.
rims. Okay.
All right. So my question is, was there a transition in preparation for the album? With you going from independent and be able to do what you want on your projects like Sloss and Boy 2, Mailbox Money, to now being in partnership with a mainstream label?
I thought you wasn't ready. She sound ready to me.
Super ready.
Nah,
She
you
using
know,
big words and syllables and shit.
that's a great question. And you know what we did was we didn't make no moves until the album was done. You know what I'm saying? So we created the music and then went to announcing the deal and had the release date set already. And you know, there's a big potential to get on the label and the sound to change. But I think based on I had so many projects out before and we had success before, it was just about complimenting what we do. I had a discussion with the executives at the label and I was like, you know, you gotta succeed on this album or it's gonna look like we fucked you up. Cause you was in a good direction. You had a nice rotation before partnering with us. So, you know, we gotta make sure that you succeed. And I like the way that sound. I agree. You know what I mean? So, you know, I was able to be as creative as I wanted to be. If you listen to the album, it's a Nip album. You know, it's probably the most concentrated work I got in terms of just me telling my story and talking about what's real to me. It ain't no hell of a like intentionally commercial records. There's records that's standing up and that's being received by ton of people, but it's the intention in the record is to tell my story. You know what I mean? So that's a dope question, and you know, there was a potential for that, but I don't think we was guilty of that. I think we made some art.
You know, I have a quick question for you, because in knowing people like Mike Kaiser and Julie Greenwald from back from '93, and having a good friend like Ron Stu and you know, people like Brittany over here.
Yeah.
But what made you say, you know what, I'm gonna go with Atlantic? What was the reason?
You know, you just said I did homework. I know everybody's story. Like they watch the artists, I watch the executives. You know what I'm saying? I know Julie's story. You know, I heard her on YouTube talking about when she was promoting Warren G album and what they did to buy promo material in the hood in LA because it was inexpensive. And the impact it had on his results. You know what I mean? I know Kaiser's story. I know Craig Kalman came in as a joint venture with Atlantic, with an indie label. You know what I'm saying? And ended up being a chairman. You know what I'm saying? So I done my research on these people. I know they came from Def Jam. I know that the Def Jam deals that was done under when they was at the
underneath
executive.
their watch.
You know what I'm saying? And they built, played a position and a part in building. It was a team effort, obviously. Rough Riders, Murder Inc. You know what I'm saying? Rockefeller. You know, and then even with T.I. and Grand Hustle, you know what I mean? And Luda and everything that took place, they just had a track record of excellency. And then what they did at Atlantic, you know, T.I. is a street artist that came from the streets. He ended up a pop star. And he ain't lose an ounce of credibility. So I paid attention, you know what I mean? And I seen how they rolled with him when he went to jail. I don't plan on going to jail, God willing, you know, but I see how they roll with him. You know what I mean? I put everything under the microscope. Even the convos we had and the language I was using the convos, it was like, you know, they passionate about winning. It ain't just about Nip telling me what I want to hear at the meeting. The demonstration resonate with what's being spoken also, you know? Yeah.
That's real. And especially for the young artists out there listening, man, and people who want to get into the business, understand, you know, who you getting in business with, understand that this is a business, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you can make dope music, but definitely do your homework and, you know what I mean, really do the knowledge on who you working with, who you signing papers with, who you partnering up with, because, you know, for all the glitters and gold and all that, it could go all bad if you're not smart about your business. And we see that Nip is about his business. Clap it up for that.
Thank you.
Listen, man, we still got more music to play. We still got more questions to ask. What you want to do? You know what, Nip? Let me ask you this real quick before we get back into the music.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know why you went with Atlantic, you know what I'm saying? But why even do a major deal in the first place? When things were going so great independently, we've seen artists have tremendous success independently, yourself included.
Right.
You know, what is it about a major label that's going to take you to another place?
I don't just think it was about a major label. I wanted to be in business with the people, you know what I mean, in that building. And I also wanted to be able to, you know, have more than just 4 people involved in the releases of my projects. You know what I mean? It was always just me and my team. And, you know, we spending 5s and 10s on everything. You know what I mean? And, you know, at the end of the day, there's a I wouldn't say a limit, because we seen what Tech 9 has done. I just seen Tech 9 in the hallway.
Shout out to Tech, walking through the
You know
building.
what I mean? But there's gonna be some sort of partnership at some point. Tech 9 and Trav are partners in Strange Music.
Right, in Strange
You know what I'm
Music.
saying? And, you know, we seen what Chance did. You know, Chance has a partner, you know what I mean? And so I think that it's about just figuring out your partnership, where it's going to be. And, you know, for me, it ended up being All Money In and Atlantic as our partner, you know what I'm saying? So the terms was what was important. And even, you know, for years, it was just about being able to justify what I wanted and how I wanted to operate as a partner. You know what I'm saying? And have some control and have some say-so, have some input on the marketing, you know, and prove myself that I have an opinion on marketing. When I did Proud to Pay and we did the Crenshaw release, you know, that was a marketing exercise.
Brilliance.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm proving in that space now. So now when I go into the label, you know, it ain't just shut up, man, and tap dance, make the music. Not to say that's what the convo really is.
But that's how a lot of convos been going.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I've been in a situation where I couldn't be in on the marketing meetings. I was at Epic Records before the people that's there now. Obviously, it's a whole new staff up there, but I was asked to lead the marketing meetings, and I didn't understand that. You know what I'm saying? It's
crazy.
So, you know, it's just about justifying the terms, putting the work in the field to where you can justify what you're asking for.
Right.
No doubt.
Yeah.
And having that leverage that you've built up, that
100%.
equity that you built up. Let's clap it up for Nipsey Hussle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Torae.
Sirius XM presents Nipsey Hussle. What's up, Rizzy?
I'm sorry, Torae.
What are you sorry about?
We've been talking a lot.
Right.
I want to get to the music. I want you to play my
see
song.
what I was getting into. You
tell
see
them to
I
play
was
my
talk-
song.
Didn't you see me walking into the music? You
Tell them
saw-
to introduce my song, man.
Let's get into it, man. We're going to get into this joint with CeeLo Green.
Yeah.
We're going to let you introduce it, Nip.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? It's neighborhood Nip Hustle. We still on this victory
seen it, I
lap.
was walking
The
into
album is in stores, on streaming platforms for download right now. This record is called Loaded Bases, featuring CeeLo Green. It's really about being in a high pressure situation and not or trying not to fumble, trying to knock it out the park. That's why we named it Loaded Bases. Let's get into it.